Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. Thanks to our other great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby.
Hello everyone, welcome to Madison County School Sports Television on the campus of Madison Southern High School. Tonight's matchup features the Berea Pirates and the Eagles. It's a boy-girl doubleheader tonight as both varsity teams are going to be playing one another. Don Foster Duck Sally on the call for both games tonight in another 44th District showdown. First game up, ladies action as the Lady Eagles and Lady Pirates about to tip this one off. Berea comes in with a record of 2 wins, 16 defeats. 1-0 in the district. They have a win over Model. Lady Eagles are 9-8. 2-0 in the district. Tip is out of bounds and controlled, but the Pirates lose it out of bounds, so it will be Eagle basketball. Eagles in the National Guard unis tonight. It is National Guard night at the high school.
And Berea opens up, looks to be a 1-2-2 zone to start off. And that was no problem.
That's going to be a problem for Berea's the size of the Eagles with Keene and Lanham.
Well, they got lost on defensive assignment right there, and Lanham picked up a silly, not a silly foul, but a foul that was not needed if they'd had their defensive assignments.
Unnecessary foul.
Right. And they caught it on the floor, so no shots.
Sandiford's going to trigger it in. Not Sandiford, I'm sorry. Yes, it is Sandiford. 2 Sandiford girls on the ball club. Jordan Sandiford, number 23, is the player to watch. She misses a shot, and here comes the Eagles running. Led a little too much for Hannah King. Jordan Sandiford's number 23, averaging 21 points a ball game.
Well, she's going to have a great game tonight.
51 three-point makes on the season.
That's impressive.
40% from behind the line. So
that's impressive again.
Yes, sir. She gets hot. She's dangerous.
Good steal by Lawson.
Lawson back in the lineup tonight.
She jumped right down that passing lane, able to go all the way down and convert with her offhand.
One more note on Sandiford. She is 10th in the state in scoring. And 6th in the state, 3-point makes the game, averaging 3 makes the game.
Well,
4-0 Eagles.
Berea struggled this year. They've only won 2 games, and I talked to their coach before the game. She said the main thing she was looking for tonight is for her kids to keep playing hard. And she's proud of the way they've played this year as far as their intensity, and that's one thing she was looking for tonight.
You know yourself, when you have a struggling ball club, keeping them motivated can be a problem.
Right. Of course, they had a big win against Model recently, yes. And I'm sure that did a lot for their confidence and outlook on things.
Well, as we said last time out, we draw, blind draw, so they draw Model. They got to feel like they have a chance to go to the regional.
That's true.
Allie Maynard, number 11, had the ball, lost it. Get it up to Lanham. Bree's going to take it in and missed the easy one. Rebound down low and out of bounds.
I do believe Lanham fouled Lawson. They were both going for that ball, and as she took it up, I think Brianna may have had a hold of her arm a little bit.
6:02 to play opening quarter. It's 4-0.
One thing you worry about if you're Southern is just coming out with the right frame of mind and, not being overconfident. Play your game. Don't play down to the level of the opponent.
See, on defense, they're really all over 23, Sandifer.
Yeah, they're pressuring the ball. Brianna Lanham's
somebody didn't rotate on the backside.
There's a breakdown defensively again.
So far, they haven't been hurt by it. Lanham puts on the floor driving.
Got a friendly roll there. As I say on the golf course, you got a membership bounce.
6-0. 5 minutes to play opening quarter. Slow start to the ball game. Early start to the ball game, varsity-wise.
Good hard man-to-man pressure here by Southern. Start off.
Number 40 is Alex Horn. She averages 8 and 10 on the season. She can be another dangerous threat. What the deuce? 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
I thought he surely wasn't going to call a foul after about 5 minutes, but got him for 3 seconds.
Well, they ran Lanham at standard for that time when she had the ball out front, trying to double team and get the ball out of her hands. So we'll see if that's a strategy they're going to use throughout the game.
Lanham out of the corner. 3-ball up and good. Lanham has 5. The Eagles lead at 9-0 with a steal. Comes Lanham the other way. And she walked. Speaking of Brianna, she is 13th in the state in scoring, averaging 21 a game.
Well, during the season, she has become Southern's all-time leading scorer in boys or girls.
That's right.
She's had a heck of a career.
Spoke with Coach Brian Rappert before the ball game, the boys coach, and he was talking about how free throws have been a problem for them. Not for the Eagles. They're 9th in the state in team free throw percentage at 71.5.
Well,
so the ladies are knocking them down.
That should win you some close games. That's always nice to have in your back pocket.
Staying in the zone is the Pirates. Kick. Long 2. Nope. Backside board, Lawson. Up, good.
Well, that's her game. She's going to go get it off the boards, and she's got the agility and the strength to go in there and
block,
pick up some garbage baskets just like she did there. Man-to-man out of bounds, too. Nowhere to go.
Throws it away. Lanham has it. 3.5 to play. She gets it up top to King. That's up and under for Hannah.
Well, Southern's looking to release early on these steals, so they're getting out and getting some easy baskets on early offense.
Jordan.
Well, there's that double team again that we were talking about.
Find the girl in the paint. Good for number 11. I'll find her name. Allie Maynard with the basket. Maynard averages 5.
Lanham with another 3. So she's come out on fire.
16-2, 3 minutes left opening quarter, and you see the Pirates, they're not going to let Sandifer hurt them. It looks like they're doubling her. She gets across the court.
Well, they're taking the theory that one person's not going to allow one person to beat you.
Foul on Ashland Clark. It's her first, team third.
Comes Gallion into the game.
Yes. Carrie Thorne takes a seat. Lawson with the board.
Good post up there for Lawson inside.
And she is fouled by number 34.
Really used her strength to get position there in the middle of the lane, and they fed her right on time.
Haley Varwig with the foul. Lawson to the line for 2.
Eagles 16-3 with 2:43. Excuse me, Don.
Eagles come in with a 2-game winning streak. They had a little rough patch after the Christmas break, losing a few in a row.
Yeah, they were up and down. Lost some games they probably felt like they should have won, and they played some tough teams too. So
they went to Allen County, Scottsville, and played in a tournament. Didn't do too well. Out of the corner for Lawson. No. Timeout. Timeout to the Pirates. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:24 to play. Back after this.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net. Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. Thanks to our other great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby.
Back to Madison Southern High School. The Lady Pirates looking to inbound, and they do. And they get it back to number 23, Standifer.
Let's see what kind of strategy Coach Ingram has come up with. She knows the double team's coming to Standifer.
Corner, take the shot. No, she gets it down low. Horn kicks way off the mark. Well, the Pirates see they're going to double. Someone's going to have to step up to help Jordan.
Good move by Clark. Kind of ran into some traffic there in the lane. Didn't get off a very good shot, but she had penetration.
Now, the Pirates have only won 2 games, but they've been in some close games. LCA just the other night came down. Lexington Christian, Berea ends up losing by 5 or 8. So they've been competitive in a lot of games.
Well, I know they're young and they're trying to rebuild, so it's important for them to keep a good attitude and realize what they're looking for in the future.
Can't forget these Lady Pirates was the first team from the 44th District to win the regional title under Coach Greg Todd many moons ago.
Well, Southern got lucky there.
She mishandled the layup.
During the course of the double team, they left the basket wide open.
Foul on Lawson. Team 5th. So if anything about the Eagles, they're fouling too much. Up 16-3, and they've already committed 5 fouls.
Well, they've been real aggressive, and of course that was a situation there. There's a couple situations where they've tried to recover after the double team and leaving somebody open. You know, Lanham got her first foul that way. Trying to make up for leaving someone open, and that's led to a couple of their fouls. They're just being real aggressive right now.
Allie Maynard has all 4 Pirates points. As it is 16-4, the minute 22 to play in the opening quarter. National Guard night.
Really like to see Gallion hit a couple of those shots, get her confidence going. She looks like a good shooter, just has struggled at times this year. Good cut.
Let her a little too much, but Lawson got the ball and
got to finish those.
Pirates running. Minute 11 played in the quarter. As they chase Jordan Sandifer. She gets a shot up. No good. Pulled down by the other number 23 for the Eagles, Clark. Brianna just out-hustled the Berea Pirates there.
Nice drop step. You got to finish that. Lawson cleans up the mess. 18-4.
Lawson with 6 points in the first quarter. 3 ball for Jordan.
That was a nice job of creating a little space to get her shot off. She's got a quick release.
All she needs is a little bit of space. Down low to Lawson. Lawson once again.
She's having her way in there in the post right now. Really doing a good
20-7.
job.
8 points for Marley. 11 seconds. We're going to try to run a set. Pop and stop. No. Basket good. Well, 20-9. It's an 11-point advantage. Not as bad as it looked like it was going to be. If you're the Pirates, you got a little hope. Maybe they can settle down, make this game, make it into a ball game before half.
Well, they did. They got some points there off of Southern's double teaming. Just that example right there. There wasn't a direct pass, but you got the offensive rebound because there was no one assigned to the girl there that got the shot.
We'll be back for the second quarter after this. Timeout.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goble and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. Thanks to our other great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby.
Back to Madison Southern High School, 20-9. Eagles lead it. Pirates looking to inbound. They get it in. And looking to get some points on the board. She walked, no call.
Well, you got Coyle in the lineup now. She's been a pretty steady player for Southern all year long. Done a lot of nice things for them in clutch situations.
Sandifer's going to try to get open. Nice look down low, cut by Maynard. Deflected out of bounds, though. Yeah. Got to get it in, she does. Everything runs through 23 for Berea.
Right, she's the most adept ball handler and sees the floor.
Basket by number 11.
Maynard.
She is in fuego.
Good move by Clark there. When she gets around the rim, she can go either way with her shooting hand, right or left. She's a left-hander naturally, but she can finish with her right hand very easily.
Sandifer off the glass, no good. Pulled down by the Eagles. Harry Thorne.
Yeah, careless turnover there. They got by with it. You want to try to dribble in traffic when you got to outlet people open.
Lanham off the glass. Good. I'm really surprised that Alex Horn has not become a major part of the offense yet. Number 40.
She hasn't had a lot of touches yet, has she?
No, she's second leading scorer. She's yet to even be an option. Nice drive. And count it.
Nice finish there by Cole. Good touch around the basket. That little floater to lane is a lot harder shot than people realize. When you're on the move and you're fading toward the basket, you got to use a lot of touch.
Keene back into the ball game.
And Lawson gets a break.
Farley had a well of an opening quarter. It's number 10, Cole, at the line to finish the three-point play. No.
You shouldn't have bragged on them on their free throws.
I know it.
Happens every time.
26-11 to score, 6:19 to play. Maynard put it, oh, goodness, no. Two wide open.
Yeah.
On the floor.
Good pass.
A little wraparound pass. That should have been a jump. It was. Belongs to the Eagles. Stay with the Mass Southern Eagles.
Good defensive play by Vargid.
It was. Inbound three. No, in and out.
Well, I tell you.
Gets her own miss, though.
Did everything but go down.
Lanham in the paint. Drive. Good. $12 points for Berea in the opening half. 28-11. Tried to feed the post just a little too hard. Oh, they give it back to Berea. They call it out of bounds.
I didn't see it that way.
It wasn't. But the officials can be known to look at scoreboards.
Be nice, Don.
Make it a more competitive game. Breeze wide open up front. They get it up to her. Lawson, basket. I said Lawson, I meant Lanham.
Well, they call that cherry picking in some areas of the country.
Is that what you call that in the YMCA league?
Snowbird, cherry picking, whatever you want to say. Good block out by Southern. Didn't go get the ball.
Nope. And a foul is going to be on the Lady Eagles.
You know, as weird as this may sound, sometimes it's harder to play against an opponent that you're much better than it is someone you're on level. And just like we talked about before the game, sometimes you play at that level instead of playing your own game. They've done a good job in transition, getting a lot of easy baskets. Defensively, though, I think Southern's
had some letdowns.
Yeah, they've had some weaknesses show up.
Alex Horn on the board with her first point in the quarter.
You got Linville coming back in.
You know, a lot of times I think a lot of the kids, they want to have that career night tonight because they feel like they can go out there and get them 30 or have some blocks or stuff they're not accustomed to getting.
If you've got players that are a little bit into themselves, that can happen. But I don't think that's the case with Southern. I just think defensively they're just not into it as much as normal.
Sandifer has it, bringing it down. Gives it up to number 12.
The ballot on number 2, Castle. That's her first team's third.
Foul on the Pirates, their third of the half. It's 30-12.
The Breeze gone to a more conventional 2-3 zone here than what they started off with, that 1-2-2. They're looking inside the King. And I think Berea will be content to give up that shot right there.
They are, but now Berea's going to have to do something to get some points on the board. Sandifer takes it, loses it.
There's an early release again.
And Lanham gets it.
Oh,
misses the bunny and fouls on the back end.
Yeah, that's her second. Both of them have been careless fouls, and I know she's pretty disappointed in herself right there. Don't get too many easy shots like that.
You get frustrated, and that's going to put the Lady Pirates at the line for the 1-on-1. Doug, when you was coaching, did they have boy-girl doubleheader often?
Not too often. And, you know, most of the time when I was coaching, it was kind of set. The girls played on Mondays and Thursdays, and the boys played on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yeah.
And everybody was kind of into that pattern. And occasionally you'd have one, but not really very often.
I left in 03 from coaching. In about 2000, it became something of a norm.
Well, the Title IX rules and equality for the girls and boys have brought a lot of that on, because the rules say now that your girls have to play in what's called prime time.
Yes.
40% of their home games have to be prime time. So that's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Yep.
So this is a Friday night, and you get to have a big crowd and see both teams play, and it fulfills one of the requirements for a home game for the girls. So it's a big night for Southern. Yes.
Plus, you get both varsity games for the price of one, if you're a fan.
Yeah, that's true. And it's a rival, crosstown rival night.
It's a district rival.
And it's National Guard night.
It's one thing if you bring in a team from Western Kentucky to play. This is a team that you want to beat. This is Berea, Madison Southern. This is bragging rights.
Bragging rights on the line, that's right. And they're going to have a real nice ceremony between games to recognize some of Southern's all-time great players.
4 boys and 4 girls will be honored.
Here comes Lawson back in.
I tell you what, Maynard's having her a good night.
She is. She's done a good job. Berea's just packing that zone in.
Oh, she throws it away. Saved. Skip pass.
Lawson's really working hard for position in there, and they got her for 3 seconds. Well, she's been ducking in and trying to get position, and it's good to get deep post position. You just got to get yourself back out real quick if you don't get the ball, and then repost.
How many 3 seconds call we've seen all season?
You don't see that hardly any
We've seen
anymore.
2 tonight. I don't think I've seen 1 all year. We've got 2 tonight.
That's about like palming the basketball, carrying the ball. You don't hardly see that call at all. And boy,
I believe the foul is going to be on 2-5. It is.
I know in
Harry Thorne.
the boys' games and you watch men's games at the college level on TV, and it's just atrocious what they let them get by with as far as that.
The worst thing I hate is in the NBA, they tuck it like a football, and they start running and lay it up.
Yeah, they get by with a lot of things in the NBA.
At the free throw line for the 1-on-1 is Maynard.
Nice little crowd filling in tonight, and a lot of the lower seats are almost taken, and some of the upstairs area is being filled in now.
Averaging 5 points on the season.
Well,
has 12.
Like you said, she's having a really nice night tonight. Well, you can see they're trying to get Lawson there. She's got to watch her 3-second violation again. Good flash by
high post.
Lanham. Kick out.
Shot.
Good block out by Berea right there.
It really was. No Eagle player went for the rebound, but the one that did was boxed.
You know, when I was a coach, if you saw the ball come off the rim and hit the floor before you got it, you knew you had done a great job blocking out. And that was almost the case right there. Create a lot of space.
30-16 is the score, and 23 Sandifer to the line. Only 3 points tonight for Jordan, averaging 22.
Comes Coyle back in.
Berea faithful in the stands tonight, trying to cheer up the Lady Pirates. Oh. 30-17 is the score. It's a 13-point ball game. 2.5 to play before the half. Lanham for three. Yes.
Well, she's shooting a good percentage from the three-point line tonight. I know she shot that one air ball, but
9
she's been on
points in
target.
the quarter. Lanham is the leading three-point shooter for the Eagles in makes. I think she made 40 on the season coming in. Eagles looking to run. Taken and fouled.
Well, it was coast to coast there by Coyle. She took it with that offhand, and the Berea player was coming from behind trying to get that back tip the whole way. Couldn't quite catch her.
That put Cole to the line for 2 shots.
Got the friendly roll.
As you said about the Pirates, they're in rebuilding mode. First-year coach on the sideline.
They've had a real a lot of turnover there at that position.
They had
the last
Jennifer
4
Cornett
years.
a couple years ago. She lasted a year or two, and then she gave it up for personal reasons. Had a coach last season and a new one this season.
You know, they had Calhoun girl.
Yes.
You know, and she didn't take over until like August.
Yeah.
They didn't realize that there was going to be an opening, so she came in late and had an uphill task to try to get things organized and get it going, and now you got another coach this year. So
Jennifer gave notice, and Jerry Bingham was going to take back over. Then Jerry got in and said he was too old for this. He's done this too much.
He might have made a smart move there, you know.
He figured he didn't want to do it no more.
Nice,
Off the glass,
nice
good.
You don't
Hassel.
see that much anymore either, the use of the glass from that range. That's a nice
34-19. Nice shot.
Clark's done a good job penetrating, get in there in the paint and creating things for herself and others.
4 points for Clark as the Eagles open up now with a press to the low three-quarter court. Too hard. Nope, she recovered. No, on the floor, out of bounds. Stays with the Pirates. Just some silly turnovers by the Pirates, you know, losing possession. They should have easily lost that possession. And they could be right back in it.
They're kind of limited with their ball handlers, and Southern knows that.
Deep
They're really
three,
trying to put pressure on them. Nice outlet pass there.
Lanham couldn't snowbird nobody that time. Berea gets back. Cole up top. Feed it down low. Lawson loses it. Out of bounds.
Well, they hit her late. She'd already started her way out of the lane, so she wouldn't get that 3-second call again, and that's when the pass came. So she was a little bit off balance when she caught
knew that three was coming. Less than a minute now to play in the opening half. 36-19 to score. Deflected. Taken away by number 23.
Good hands by Clark there.
Clark.
Nice pass to Lanham. And she didn't miss it this time.
The National Guard numbers are throwing me off. Horn gives it up. Out of 9.
Lawson blocked it out of bounds. She didn't realize where the ball went.
Yep.
She was kind of ducking for cover.
23.3 to play in the half.
It's like a little 2-3 action this time on the out of bounds.
It is. I always like to zone out of bounds.
Well, it takes away a lot of those screening actions that people use. If you're comfortable staying in it for the rest of the possession, it's okay.
Yeah, you can't zone the out of bounds and try to match man.
You can, but it's difficult. It's difficult to do.
Someone's always free.
That's like coming out of a zone press and dropping back man to man. I used to do that a lot, and you really have to have good communication. Well, that time Lawson reached in instead of getting her hands up early and got called for the foul. 9.5 seconds to go. 38-19.
That's 2 on Lawson, and it will put the Pirates at the line for 2.
Speaking of camouflage, her hair's so long you can't tell her number.
I know it is.
Got the number camouflage there.
It's a girl Maynard. She's made 11 at the free throw line this quarter.
She's done a great job.
8 seconds. 7. Kick. Back. Gonna go back to her for the shot.
Up.
She does. At the buzzer, no.
Thought we were going to have a little bank action there.
End of the first half of play, and it's 38-21. Lady Eagles lead it. We'll go down to Samantha Burford, and she will be with Coach Summer Simmons.
Your team has definitely been controlling this entire first half. What are your thoughts?
I think that we tried a new defense that we kind of need to put in anyway, and they're executing it, as good as we can do that with practicing it a couple days. As far as offense goes, we're getting a lot of shots. Some of them we're not hitting, and those that we're not hitting, we're not rebounding very well. So, when we're putting the ball in the basket, we're looking good. We've got to just rebound a little bit better.
How do you feel like your seniors are doing? Do you feel like they're stepping up against this cross-town rival?
Yes, Brianna's going to do what Brianna does. Brianna's got to go to the boards a little bit more. That's been our focus, is just having that effort no matter what else happens. And so she's pushing the ball in transition. She's running out, which is good, and she's knocking down some threes. So she's doing a good job.
With such a big lead, do you feel like you'll be able to insert some more of your team?
Yes, we're gonna sub in fresh legs. We just can't have a letdown. We don't want to turn the ball over. That's been a focus too. We turn the ball over too much. So when we sub those in, that we've got to take care of the basketball.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Said our husband's work is never through. We're making it 'cause we make it move. The only thing we know how to do. Said it's the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goble and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. Thanks to our other great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby.
We're back to Mass Southern High School. Second half action underway. Pirates get it in, get it in the basket.
Well, Southern came out in a 2-3 zone. Stanford was able to get right in the heart of it and drop it off.
3 ball for Lanham. Horn gets to 2, Lanham gets to 3.
That gives her 22 for the night, I believe, doesn't it, Don?
Lanham's got 22 now in the ball game.
Oh,
and a steal.
Anticipation and a steal.
And a layup.
Make
and
that,
24.
Make that 24. 2 dozen.
5 quick points to begin the third quarter. Number 11, Allie Maynard, 14.
Well, they gave Stanford just a little bit of daylight when she drilled it.
Sandiford with 7 now in the ball game. 43-26.
I thought Lennon was going to let that one fly here.
They continue to give that much room, she will. Shot up, good.
Nice shot by Clark. Berea's content with giving up the open looks from the outside, trying to take away the inside game most of the night.
Up the trap and a turnover. Lanham steals it away. She dishes it away to Clark.
Nice unselfish play there. Boy, you like to see that. She could have very easily gone in and shot that layup.
She could have
under
missed
a little
it
bit
or
of
made
pressure.
it.
Good job by Keene keeping her hands back and making them take a tough shot right there.
48-26. Lanham, deep 3, no. Rebound to Sandiford. And they double Jordan.
Well, they got one open down the floor if they had seen her.
Couldn't see it. Allie Maynard gives up to Jordan. Sandiford for 3, no. Loses the rebound. She had position, just couldn't grab it.
Yeah, I know Coach Simmons probably talked about that at halftime, about how many second shots they gave up.
Keene, elbow jumper, no. Rebound, Lawson inside.
You take away the second shots that Berea's had and their free throws, and this game would be a lot uglier than what it's getting right now.
Lawson with 10 points. Off the mark. Clark running. Taken away by Jordan. Nice. 1 on 2. She backs out for 3.
She won that 3. Oh.
Off of an eagle. Subs in. 35 and 34.
Alyssa Carter and Haley Varg.
Varg back into the ball game. She started the game. I believe she's in a little bit of foul trouble. 24-point advantage. Up and under, no good. And Lanham brings it out. All the way down, good.
We know she read the defense that time, and the defense never did stop her. So if you have the ball and no one stops you, you take it to the basket.
That's what you teach them. 7 points in the third quarter. We know Jordan just needs a little bit of daylight to shoot that 3.
Lawson had those hands up. She was going to try to make her shoot over.
Got a post. Nope, Jordan 3.
That's a tough contested 3 right there. Good job by Lawson. She was taken away to the 3. Going to make Stanford put it on the floor if she was going to get beat. So I'm sure that's a strategy that they've talked about.
Yes, 7 points for the state's 10th leading scorer tonight in Jordan Sandiford. Down
Good
low to
play
Lawson.
right there, high-low action. Lawson did a good job sealing, and he got the high post passing right inside. Good job.
Ball on the floor, taken away.
Get your head up the floor.
She looked the wrong way, didn't she?
Yep.
Yeah,
always when you make a steal, you always look up the floor first.
Clark thought about it, gives over to Lanham, who will. And a foul going the other way. Foul on Maynard. I'm sorry, on Keene. 4 minutes left third quarter.
I'm going to bring Coral back in the game. She's ready to check in.
54-26. The Lady Eagles on top. As Jordan's got her hands full.
Yep, she walked. Didn't get that dribble down.
And then the Eagles, number 10.
Pull in for Keene. Kind of holding her hip there a little bit. I don't know if she fell on it or what. She's going down there and talks to the trainer.
Somebody got hit in it. Jordan getting hounded.
Yeah, she's had a hard time all night. She kind of slipped into the open spot there.
She did. They didn't
see
hand
it.
off to her. On the floor, no.
Lawson again with the reach. She's got to learn to get those hands up. She's a tall girl. You know, she's about 6 feet tall.
Yes.
And she's got long arms. She's a strong physical girl. And if she would just learn to keep those hands up and hold her position, that's going to make it a very difficult shot for any offensive player coming in there.
Maynard with the basket. And with the free throw. Gives her 15 on the night.
Well, I've been impressed with her. She's done an excellent job for them.
Young lady averaging 5 points on the season. Has tripled that tonight. Long rebound to the Eagles.
Sutter standing in a 1-2-2 half-court trap, looking to get the ball out of Stanford's hands.
And that's a push-off. Not much of a push-off, but enough. As a frustration foul.
Give Berea credit. You know, they're playing hard tonight, and they're keeping their heads up no matter what the score has been. They've stayed in there and battled.
Would have been easy for them to hang their heads after the first few minutes.
Good high-low again. There they have it.
Keene down low.
Very good execution. That's twice they've done that. Just Keene and Lawson reversed their roles that time. Keene caught the high post pass the first time.
So hard to defend. Put on the floor, knocked away.
Lawson did a good job not picking up that foul, which would have been her fourth.
Yes, it would have. Hart pull up, jumper, good.
Clark kept saying, are you going to guard me? Are you going to guard me? Are you going to guard me? Well, okay, I'll shoot it.
7 points for Ashlyn Clark in the quarter. 11 in the ballgame now. Sandiford drives. And a kick. And a foul.
Well, we've got a difference right now. The margin is 30 points.
Yep.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's 35 for the running clock. Is that correct?
35 or 36, one or the other. So Berea's in danger of getting the running clock going against them. (58-29). Free throw coming. Horn hits one of the two.
The Gallion got bailed out right there.
She did.
She really didn't know what she was going to do with the ball when you pick it up. And, you know, when you pick the ball up, you've got to have already made your mind up with what you're going to do, and it's got to be shoot or pass.
I think she wanted to try to go inside of Bree, but
they run a little screen option there for her to see if she can hit that shot.
No.
Good execution, though. They just didn't knock it down.
But Clark with the offensive glass. Long rebound. Good.
Well, 3-point shots create long rebounds, and that's two Clark's picked up here in the last couple minutes.
9
bouncing all the
points
way
for
out to
Clark
her.
in the quarter. 60-29, 31-point game. The long two. Up ahead. Foul out. She was way too deep on it, that basket.
Foul on number 23, Sandifer. That's her first, team second.
Jordan picks up the first foul.
14, Clark.
And to the line is Ashlyn Clark for 2. Got a sub for Ashlyn after she makes the second free throw.
Southern's been playing about 8 players tonight, rotating them around, and I look to see some of those other younger players here pretty shortly.
Linville into the ball game. A game like this, your bench is 8 deep. You're playing 8 players consistently. In a game like this, do you go to your bench too early, like in the third quarter, or do you wait till the fourth quarter to empty?
I always look for a game like this as an opportunity for young kids to go in there and play and get some valuable game experience. And, you know, the game's out of reach already, and why not throw those kids in there and let them see what they can do?
2 thoughts is, I guess, the coach is like, I'm playing 8 deep consistently. I'm going to let them stay in that rotation as long as possible, and then, like you say, let them get some good varsity minutes.
Well, it does a lot for morale. You know, those kids come in there and practice every day, and I'm sure all those kids on the bench that haven't been in are JV players. And
yep, and that's right. They bust their butts and practice as much or more than some of the varsity kids. They're not as talented as some of the varsity guys, so they have to work extra hard to get anything in practice.
Well, and the harder those guys push those top 8 rotations, the better they become, and vice versa.
Yes.
You know, it always is great to have depth on a team.
Deep 3, no. Backside rebound. Eagles, though. Down low to Lawson. She loses it.
It was Keene, I believe.
Oh, that's what I meant to say, Keene. Lawson Keene. Gets ahead, though, to Alex, and she draws another foul.
Well, that time I thought she had her hands up and did not commit the foul, but they called it anyway. So looks like 4, I believe, on Lawson.
Her 4th. Yep, and she may be coming out. Yeah, here in the 32 seconds left of the third quarter, I don't expect to see another starter from Madison Southern in the ballgame. Hopefully.
You wouldn't expect to, but and a lot of coaches are like, I'll wait till the other team subs and brings their kids in, and then I'll sub. You know, it's like who's going to give up first, that type of thing. I never did believe in that. If I had the lead, I went ahead and made the first substitutions and got that over with. Never like to run a score up on somebody.
It comes back to bite you in the long run. One year you'll be down, and they will remember it, maybe. I'm always afraid of injury.
That's
my fear.
That's a good point right there. You know, you're getting along here
you're
in the middle
30.
of January.
You get an injury, that's district play coming up in a month. Eagles rotate the ball and take the 3. Glass.
I don't know if she called that or not, but you got the 3 points for it anyway.
Gallion hits the 3, and the Eagles lead it 65-32 after 3 quarters of play. Back for the fourth quarter after this.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goble and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. Thanks to our other great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby.
start seeing some new, fresh faces in the game now.
Fourth quarter action getting underway, and the benches have emptied for the Eagles. Fresh faces. Who we have? Number 5 running the point.
Sam Cornelison.
30's a 2-guard.
Paige Carter.
New post player number 41.
That is Skylar Sparks.
And we have a jump ball. 22 is in the ball game.
That would be Renee Davis and number 4, Kayla Smith.
Kayla Smith in the game as well. 65-32 the score. You know, kind of what you expected coming in. Nice job by Alex Horn inside. Gets the rebound, put back. 30-point game.
Well, Southern's considerably smaller right now with this lineup.
That's a foul. You know, if Berea can make a run and get it back to within 15, you'd have to think they'd be mighty happy to get it back close.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if you're the Eagles, you're not happy with that idea, but
stranger things have happened, but we'll see what kind of.
Berea has Horn and Sandifer still out there, and here comes
Maynard back in.
Maynard back in, most likely player of the ball game for the Lady Pirates tonight. The 7-11 mark.
Well, Southern's going man-to-man here on this possession. Good anticipation, almost had a steal.
Off the glass, no good. Don't want to see that. Jordan comes up a little limp. Somebody stepped on her foot. Sanford is one of the better players in the region you don't know about since she plays at Berea. She's a pretty good little ball player.
She does a good job, and she's faced 2 people running at her the whole night.
And you know, she sees that every night probably.
She probably does.
As their best player, she probably sees that quite a bit.
A little out of control right there. I thought she might have got a charge.
She did, but he swallowed the whistle. You know, we was talking with the model game a couple nights ago. We had the boys game. The All-A girls will be coming up soon as well.
Well, I know these smaller schools really look and focus to that.
Yes.
It's a highlight of the year and gives them an opportunity to showcase their talents on another stage that they wouldn't ordinarily have.
Berea is an All-A school.
And, you know, I'd like to see that done for every class along the same time of the year. Why not have an all AA or an all AAA? You know, you could do that and get a lot of exposure for these kids. And some of these schools that are in a really tough region like the 11th.
Yes.
You know.
Remember Catholic used to be Class A back years and years ago.
Yeah.
They were competitive both ways. But the majority of the time you get like model boys went to the All-A a couple of years ago. They don't get a chance to really enter the region. They're not Scott County caliber, you know. They don't match up well with the Lexington schools.
Well, the schools that are kind of middle of the pack, you know, the 3 and 4A schools that never have an opportunity to play on that big stage in Rupp Arena or wherever the girls are going to be held. I think they're at Northern Kentucky
this
season.
No.
Why not give them something to look forward to and work for? They could do it at the same time as the All-A, and it'd be a great thing, I think.
Kent Miller took over at Lexington Christian Academy after being at EKU for the past few seasons. Of course, he was the head coach at Central when I was his assistant. He talked about going to LCA, and one of his big goals is going to the All-A Classic.
Right.
He doesn't want of course, you want to go to Sweet 16, but his goal is All-A. He understands.
Well, I was talking to Wes Scarberry the other night before the boys game, and he said that they are very focused right now on All-A, and you know they've got a legitimate chance to do some damage, especially the way they played against Southern the other night. They've got two really nice players. 2 great kids, playing with Alex Chin had foul trouble that night, still finished at 20. But it's good for the small schools to have that opportunity, though. Sandifer took it down, no good. Rebound comes down to the Eagles. Rena Davis, 22 with the board. Coach Simmons put Cole back in to give them a little more stability.
Yeah, they need somebody out there to leave the court. Foul on the floor.
Well, they've got a couple players in there. Southern does. I'm speaking of number 4 and 5. I wouldn't be surprised if those are middle school kids. I don't have their grades in front of me.
You know, speaking of middle school kids, made me think. I was looking at stats today, and of course, Whitney Creech up at Jenkins, 51 points a ball game.
Unbelievable.
She's on her way to 5,000 points.
Well, if she does, she'll become an all-time leading scorer in Kentucky basketball history.
But she scored 5 varsity points as a 5th grader. It had her points by grade broke down. She had 5 points as a 5th grader in a varsity game.
I've got a good friend of mine that attends a lot of high school games and went to see her play here recently, and I think they scored 70 points.
Mm-hmm.
She had 60, and another girl had 10.
I've noticed a lot of games like that with her.
Those only 2 girls that scored for their team.
I told someone today at the card shop, you know, they averaged 72. She'll have 55 of them.
Yeah, that's probably about right. Well, she's going to Western. I know she's got a scholarship there.
51.5 points a game average.
That's a career for some people. All right, we got another girl in the scoring column.
Smith, Kayla Smith with the basket.
Good assist by Coral.
67-34.
A little Stanford
That was
left
a
them
nice
in the
move.
dust there, a little crossover. And they put the press on.
Yeah. .31 advantage. Just to tick off that running clock. If you're Berea right now, you don't want a running clock.
No, that's a little pride issue there.
So
You
they're
don't want
fighting
that
to
be
stay
turned
above
on.
that mark.
Good look, right on line, just a little short.
Horn with the rebound. Looking at the schedule, I seen Berea ends their home season with Madison Central this year. Be Berea Lady Pirates night, senior night against the Indians.
You know, I never understood why you would schedule a district opponent.
I wouldn't want to schedule no district
the last
opponent.
game of the season. You want to get that done, you know, maybe in January, yes, but you get in
December.
February, you're getting close to district time. You're liable to have to turn around and play that team again in a couple weeks. And,
Well, I didn't like the Eagles and the Indians closing. I did not like that at all.
I did not like that either on the schedule. They got that turned around this year, and I was glad to see it.
I think Allen and Shane do it right. First game of the year.
First game of the year, I wouldn't mind going into, you know, middle of December, kind of get a couple games under your belt, but
And I think that game should be the boy-girl doubleheader every year. Talk about that crowd.
That wouldn't be a bad situation. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to fit them in with a shoehorn there, would
Really?
they? Especially here.
Both gates would be extremely well.
The ADs may be smart enough not, you know, to know not to split the gate there. You get 2 nice
Maybe.
games and 2 good returns.
But that's it, though. Yeah, you know that game's the sale.
Yeah. Nice shot by Sam Cornelison there. She was right on line there a minute ago and knocked that one down. Good job.
We've not talked a lot about the young guys or girls on the floor, but that's the future right there.
It is, and this
It's
is
a year or two away.
This is a great experience for them, and you know their parents get to see them play. Where ordinarily on a tight game you might not see them as much. And
You get that varsity letter time, and you get to, like you said, you get in that varsity game, your name is in the book.
here comes Gallion back in.
The foul is on number 40, Horn. That's her first team steal.
Comes
Nice
in and
crowd
plays
fouling in.
Right, she comes in for Davis. Yeah, the upstairs is
Really
filling in
is.
nicely, and we're still probably 45 minutes before boys' game will tip off.
Yeah. Don't forget, there is a ceremony between games. We will film that, I am sure. Number 11, Allie Maynard from Berea. Yep. And 32. Brianna Lanham. Okay. Maynard. Number 11 and number 32.
Do I just say the number? Should I say their name?
It'd be number 32 for Madison Southern.
You want to write it down? 32 is Brianna Lanham.
Berea got steal off the press there.
And number 11 for Berea is Allie Maynard.
Good finish by Stanford. She continues to play hard, and you can tell why she's a leader of their team.
I'm impressed with the no quit.
That's what I was just getting ready to say, Don. You know, These kids have gone hard the whole game, and they haven't really played to the scoreboard. They've just played basketball.
And you have to. I mean,
it's
so tough.
When you're rebuilding, every possession is a valuable tool to gain that experience and get better.
Even though we play quarters in the high school game, I would want to win every half quarter, 4-minute mark. Well, little things.
A lot of coaches, they'll set that as a secondary goal in a timeout. Okay, next 4 minutes, let's see if we can win the next 4 minutes. Of course. That's especially important in a comeback.
Of course, coming in out of a halftime, the first 2 minutes, it seemed like was always the biggest 2 minutes of the game.
Well, those are always important. How you come out of the locker room to begin the game and how you come out of the locker room to begin the half. Good post up inside.
Nice post up. She walked probably, but no call. She will be going to the free throw line. Who is that? Adrienne Beggs. And a lot of these Berea girls have probably been playing since they were middle school kids. I'm sure Sandiford and Horn both played as 7th graders, if not younger.
You see that more and more, especially the girls have that opportunity because they play their middle school schedule in the fall, and then they're done.
Yes.
So they have the opportunity to come up and
we
play
can bring
on the
them up.
team or JV team. And, the boys aren't that way. They're still playing their schedule.
They're playing right
school.
now.
Right. So
you have to take away from the middle school to help your team.
Right.
Not a lot of middle school coaches will do it.
You still see that with an outstanding player.
But not as often.
But it hurts your middle school program.
Yes, it does.
As far as,
they're competing for district or conference titles and whatnot as well.
Right. It's great for the kid to give them that experience. But your middle school, they lose that valuable player.
Yes.
And kids like playing with their buddies, their friends that they've grown up with. That's important too. But this is really unique that the girls get that situation.
Yes, for the girls' side, we could bring up 3 or 4 to the freshman team, where on boys, like I say, you really can't.
And, a lot of times that's done because of numbers.
A lot of times,
They need those numbers to fill in the slots.
I was coaching freshmen, and you struggle to get enough kids to practice some nights.
Okay, we got 70-41 with 1:10 to go. Good post up. They cleared it out.
That was pretty. Nice low inset play.
Biggs.
70-43. Nice steal. And basket.
Well, you have a mistake right there where you didn't come and meet the pass. They were running away from the ball. You got to run that ball into your hands when you're passed to.
So the scoreboard is going to say 70-45 right now, which is a lot of points, but in the scheme of things, it's not too awful.
Well, I'm sure Coach Ingram will take a lot of positives out of this game. And Coach Simmons, too. She got these young kids in, and they get to have a little fun and play. And
the varsity kids did pretty good while they were in there,
They
a couple of defensive laps early, but overall it was a pretty good game.
Did a real good job getting out in transition, get a lot of easy baskets, hit several threes, moved the ball well, executed some high-low situations very well. So
with 18 and a half seconds remaining in the ball game, Jack Burford, Chevrolet players of the ball game.
Well, you got to go with Lanham for Southern.
Yes, Brianna Lanham for Madison Southern.
And then Maynard for Berea. She had an outstanding game. And
Allie Maynard of the Pirates.
Probably one of her career best nights.
She came in averaging 5 a game, and she tripled that, so. Only fitting she gets the last shot and basket for Sandiford. That's the ball game. 70-47 the final. Madison Southern wins it. Nice win for the Eagles in a district matchup.
Nice win for the Eagles. Take a little deep breath over on the sideline. Coach Simmons didn't even have to come out of her jacket tonight. She
that was an easy night, wasn't it?
And, fun night for everybody.
That's it. The final, once again, 70-47. Eagles win it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the gym. Good night, everyone.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goble and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. Thanks to our other great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby.
Collectively, this is the best of the best for the last 29 years. This collection of student athletes will be placed on Madison Southern's All-Southern team to be recognized from this day forward. Those assisting us tonight are former coach Tony Cox, current coaches Summer Simmons, Shane Buttry, Brian Reppert, and former athletic director and coach Doug Sally. We would now like to start with our first honoree. From this year's team, Miss Brianna Lanham. Brianna will graduate this year and will lead Madison Southern as the school's all-time leading rebounder with 1,239 counting and its leading scorer with 2,107 points counting coming prior to tonight's game. Brianna has been named to the All-District and All-Region teams. She intends to play college basketball after graduation. Our first inductee, Miss Brianna Lanham. Our next honoree is Tyler Absher, a 2013 graduate. Tyler left Madison Southern having only played 2 years with a total of 1,272 points. No player at Southern has averaged as many points per game as Tyler did during his 2 years as an Eagle. Tyler once played with one arm because his left shoulder was hurt and still scored 29 points in a win versus Rockcastle County. He is currently studying at EKU. Tyler will be leaving very soon to join the National Guard. Our next inductee, Mr. Tyler Absher. Our next honoree is Kristen Hayes, a 2015 graduate. Kristen left Madison Southern as the third leading scorer in school history with 1,628 points. Kristen was named to the All-District team, last year's district tournament MVP, and all-region teams over her career, and helped her team to earn the school's first region win. She is now in her freshman year of college, playing basketball for Transylvania University. Our next honoree, Kristen Hayes. Our next honoree is Aaron Ponder, a 2011 graduate. Aaron left Madison Southern with a total of 1,145 points scored. Aaron was a 4-year starter at Berea College where he scored over 1,000 points. He graduated this past December with a teaching degree in mathematics and is currently employed at Farristown Middle School where he also coaches basketball. Our next honoree, Aaron Ponder. Our next honoree is Nikki Jeck, a 2008 graduate. Nikki left Madison Southern as the all-time leading scorer in school history, a mark that stood until this year. She had a total of 1,772 total points. She also holds the assist record with 779 and steals at 572. She was named to the All-District and Region teams and named third team, All-State, and Honorable Mention. All-Stater Nikki Sheck. Our next honoree is Carrington Roberts, a 2010 graduate. Carrington left Madison Southern as the second all-time leader in points scored with 1,752. He was a four-year starter, and his team won 22 games his senior year, being ranked as high as number 16 in the state. He is still the all-time boys scoring leader at Southern. Our next honoree, Carrington Roberts. Our next honoree is Janice Ingram, a 1993 graduate. Janice was part of the first class to go all 4 years at Madison Southern. She left Southern as the all-time leading scorer with a total of 1,450 points. Our next honoree is Janice Ingram. And our last honoree this evening, Mr. Jared Carpenter, a 1995 graduate. Jared left Madison Southern as the all-time leader in games played, rebounds, assists, three-pointers, free throw, and points with 1,540. Jared was the MVP on the 1995 team that won the district tournament. He was also named to the 94-95 All-State team. Jared signed with EKU out of high school, played 3 years before transferring to Transylvania. Jared is now a state senator. Our last honoree tonight, Jared Carpenter. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you would turn your direction to the north end of the building for the unveiling of the Madison Southern All-Southern team. Congratulations to all.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County Schools Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. Thanks to our other great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby. The following is in smokeless tobacco: cadmium, formaldehyde, lead, nicotine, nitrosamines, polonium-210, hydrazine, benzopyrene, and uranium-235. Don't be a dip. Don't dip.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, the definition of binge drinking is having 5 drinks over the course of 2 hours. When done excessively, this may eventually lead to memory loss, unwanted pregnancy, and sexually transmitted diseases, cancer, excessive vomiting, alcohol poisoning, and possibly death.
Nathan, can you hear me?
If you don't want to swallow any of this, chances are the next tube you put in your mouth won't be a good time. For more information on binge drinking, please visit the Centers for Disease Control website at www.cdc.gov.